Put some shorts on. You're like naked out.
You.
Respect yourself. Put some clothes on.
Actually?
Yes.
Respect.
Yes, it's very cold outside. You're like naked.
What did you say?
I said respect yourself.
Why? What do I have to respect myself? I'm wearing a jacket.
Why
I'm
to
wearing
respect
shorts.
yourself?
I'm wearing a jacket and shorts.
No.
What's your problem?
What do you mean? Your whole butt is out and you're barely wearing a top.
I'm wearing a top and my pants and my legs are showing.
This guy's clipping us right now.
You're clipping us.
I actually believe in this. I think you should respect yourself.
I do respect myself very much.
No, your butt's out.
My butt is not out.
Huh? I'm not baiting anything. I believe in it.
Stop, just stop.
Actually,
You
okay,
put-
fuck
I-
you and fuck your fucking
I guarantee
shit.
And then
you,
Fuck
action.
you
I want to
and
leave.
fuck your
I want to
fucking
leave.
shit.
you put the outfit on sober, so you can't blame it on the alcohol.
Fuck you. Actually, fuck you. What do you
Okay.
mean? I'm wearing shorts and a fucking top.
Okay.
Bitch, fuck off.
Very affected for someone who respects herself.
Why I left the Whatever podcast. No, I wasn't fired. I was a part of the podcast for about 8 months, and it was really fun at first, and I'm really grateful for the exposure that it gave me. Over time, I realized that working for the podcast wasn't something that I was fully aligned with, and I was already building my own audience, so I decided to open up an OF so that I could build better connections with my fans, which I wouldn't have been able to do had I kept working for the podcast. I realized that the environment was no longer serving me, and the fan base, some of them, were way too toxic, and it wasn't worth my energy and time, especially for what I was getting paid. So I decided to step away quietly and start building something that felt more like me. There's no hate or drama. I have no hard feelings towards anyone. It's simply just growth and moving on.
We don't care. We don't care. Just say, hey, Brian, can you link my OF? If that's what you want. If that's what you're looking for, just say, can you link my OF? Here's my OF, or whatever it is. If you're trying to get clients, if you're trying to build an audience, you can do that. And you don't have to make a post about it. You can just, they would go follow you on there. And then you would just slip out quietly. It was like, hey, where'd she go? And they would already have your OF. So, I mean, no need for that.
Well, let me ask you a question. What's your body count?
My body count?
Yeah.
I'd rather not share that on the internet.
Okay.
Thank you.
Now, here's the thing. I knew you were going to say that. There's a reason why you don't want to disclose that.
Yes, because I have free will and I can say what I want. Thank you.
No, sure. But let's actually peel the layer back, right?
Okay.
The reason why you don't want to disclose it, as well as women in general don't want to disclose that, because women understand that their sexuality defines their value in the dating marketplace. Women instinctually know that their body count directly affects, and their past promiscuity directly affects their ability to find a suitor in the future, right? So when people use a term like whore, which is a pejorative term, that's attributed to women because you guys care about your body count, because that limits your ability to find a man. But for us, the more partners we have, typically the more value we have, because as a man, for you to be able to get a lot of sex, you have to bring something to the table. Men that have sex with a lot of women
I think
typically have some kind of money, some
Can I
status,
speak?
they're charming, they have something.
Can I speak?
Well, I'm finishing my point to answer your question. So men have to bring something to the table to be promiscuous. Women don't. So that's why it's not respected.
When was the last time you actually got truly chosen and not just wanted?
I'm giving him a chance to think about that. That's a thinker. All right.
It was a great question, but I am gonna pop. Okay. And I hope that I explained this correctly, but I feel like when I hear the word chosen, it almost relinquishes the power to somebody else. Like my value is in whether or not they see me as valuable. And I don't know, does that make sense to you? Am I explaining that correctly?
I respect what you said, but it does not make sense to me. But
Yeah, I mean,
definitely see where you're coming from.
Yeah, that's just what it means to me. When I think of somebody choosing me, I think of like, I'm almost saying like, oh, I'm valuable because they see me as valuable.
I see
but
that.
I'm valuable because I know that I'm valuable. So I don't need to be chosen by anyone. And I didn't really like that verbiage.
Well, your value in who you are has nothing to do with you being chosen by somebody else. But you are trying to get into a relationship, which is why you're on the show. So when was the last time, if he has to repeat the question again, maybe break it down for you, when was the last time somebody saw you for you? When was the last time you felt like somebody saw you for who you are, for what you bring? All of your talents, not my beauty, not because I could, cook the best meal, not because I can, make you feel a certain way through my speech and write you a poem and speak like Shakespeare, but because you truly like who I am. You've gotten to know me past all of the stuff that I can provide to you, I can give to you. And now you know me as a friend. Now you know me as your partner on a more deeper, more intimate level. When was the last time that's happened for you? When was the last time you had that type of connection with somebody? Just say you don't want to think enough. Just say you don't want to think critically enough to answer the question.
Boys aren't raised to be men. Boys are raised just not to be girls. And I think that is the crisis of our society. There's no real role modelling. They're just told what not to be. They're terrorised and terrified of anything that feels remotely feminine and female. And actually, women are terribly strong, and we know that because if after almost somewhere between 6,000 and 10,000 years of patriarchy, we still haven't submitted, I don't think we're going to. And if you have to marry us off at the age of 9, then what does that tell you?
Yeah.
Like, how afraid must you be of us? You only seek to destroy something that you're afraid of. You would not only need to take our voting rights away or take away our right to education because you're afraid of what would happen if we know. You're only afraid of older women and older women having a voice and an opinion and access to younger women if you're afraid of what they're going to tell other women. You're afraid of sitting with or dating a woman your own age because she might be able to actually see you. So you have to date someone who's barely out of her teens because she won't have your number because she doesn't even understand the world yet. It's all fear. All of it's fear. It's hatred. It's a mask of hatred, but really it's terror. They're so afraid of us, and it's so sad because that strength that we have doesn't have to be subdued. It could be harnessed more intelligently than this.
So you guys aren't privy to male conversations, right? Whenever you are, you make an assumption about what you hear versus what was actually said. And that means that men are taught to be the protector and the provider. They're taught how to treat women. They're taught, because y'all be trying to teach them a certain way, y'all want to sit and be prim and proper and don't be so rough and don't be so loud and don't do this and don't do that. But when he gets around his father, then all of that goes out the window. A man can teach a young man how to grow up to be a full-grown man. And y'all don't like that. Y'all don't understand that. Even a young man could go to the barbershop and get mentorship. He can be in church and get it. He can go to a mechanic. He can go to a local mechanic and get it. He can go to somebody in the hood that's sitting on a porch and get mentorship. Hey, young man, I see you out there. No, I saw you over there on the corner. I was rolling through. I saw you. You don't need to be standing on that corner, young man. There's a lot of trouble that goes on in that corner. You need to be home. Oh, well, you don't know me, old head. You need to be at the house. I'm telling you from somebody that's been on this block for about 20 years now. You don't want to be standing on that block when the police come around. I'm telling you right now. And number one, in this situation, the police are going to be the least of your worries. If you stay on that block, I didn't see too many of my friends and my family members get taken out. It don't matter where it is. Hey, stay away from this. Do this. Act like this. Put a suit and a tie on. Hey, shave. Cut your hair. Teaching men how to be men. When you get in this environment, say this, do this, act like this. But once again, you're not privy to those conversations, so you're just talking out of your behind.
It's always F the patriarchy until you expect them to plan the date and pay for your dinner. It's always all men suck until you realize that 99% of the things you use that make your life easier were invented by a man. It's always I'm a girl's girl until that woman confidently shares her conservative values and beliefs. It's always I support women in all of their choices until a woman chooses to prioritize her family and marriage over a career. It's always I want a provider until that man works too much for your liking. It's always I want masculine leadership until he asks you to not go on a girls' night with toxic women.
Since men must die for women, do women owe society the duty of giving life through childbirth?
No, because at this point, men are volunteering to die. You know, if we're talking about like a fighting for our country kind of thing.
Why aren't women required to have children to increase the record low birth rate?
Because it's our body, our choice.
Well, then why should men be required to be protectors and sacrifice their body?
Because that's the role that you guys chose. Okay? You guys decided to be the provider, the hunter, the gatherer. That's all on you. Okay? Men set the system in place. You have more than enough room to change it. It's not our fault.
I mean, in all fairness, and nowadays, in war, there's men and women. So we also die for men.
Just talking stupid. That's literally all it is at this point, is talking stupid.
Not y'all done fired me over TikTok. I didn't wear my badge at work. I didn't tell what agency I worked for. So I know nobody on TikTok did the at all, because I also worked through another company to work for where I was. So I know it wasn't y'all. So that mean one of you bald-headed at the agency that I worked for saw my video and went and told somebody. And it could have been the supervisor. And all you had to do was say something to me. But you didn't do that, did you? You told all the other managers, all the shit I done did for y'all. All the days I ain't never take no lunch break for y'all. When my supervisor died, y'all treated me like management. All them girls that done cussed me out. You can't get no help as is. So y'all finna really be looking stupid and crazy. And I'm not even mad. I'm finna go gather my shit and thank God y'all ain't worrying me no more, bitch.
Got fired on my first day of my brand new job. I woke up this morning feeling so motivated. I wanted to be a corporate baddie and do the cute office siren trend. I put on my outfit and I looked in the mirror and I was like, dang girl, this is it. This is power. This is success. This is corporate America. I walk into the office feeling fly as hell. And my new boss calls me over and I'm thinking, okay, we're gonna get introductions. She looks me dead in the eye and she says, what are you wearing? That shirt is completely inappropriate. This is what I was wearing. What is inappropriate about this? I have pants on.
White tears don't faze black people. We do not care that you are crying about something that you started or something that you said. We said something back, now you in tears. Those only work with y'all peers. They don't work with ours. We don't care.
Taking time off from work as black women in a corporate setting does not exist. It does not sit well with them. They already think we're lazy, so they don't think that we want to work anyway. They will make you feel guilty for taking that time off. Will make you seem like you're replaceable. In a corporate setting, schedule those times far apart if you can. Just saying.
I'm at home now, I have to change clothes, but I get to work and I get called into the office. We prefer you not to make content that you make while working here. Content about what? Being black in America and black people versus white people. So we prefer you not to do that, and this will be your verbal warning. I said, I'm thinking it's a regular old meeting. Y'all want to be in my business. So I sit back. I said, okay. She says, you have a big following, so we prefer, for our company's sake, that you do not post any more content, especially content like that. You really think somebody watching me like that?
I guess I'm just confused by this woman right here. She's trying to sit up here and find out who got the information for what. You were doing something that you weren't supposed to be doing, and they caught you doing it, and you got fired.
What? There's no way. I'm gonna get crushed. I'm gonna crush. My headphones. No! I can't move! Get off me! Ow! Ow!
Is that what you're gonna say when I'm dying in a house fire? Get off me?
Yeah.
You might be a victim, low key. Like
I don't do I don't like when people are like, I'm a victim. You're not a fucking victim. Get over it. You're not a victim. You got raped 10 years ago. Deal with it. Deal with it. Why do you want to be a victim for the rest of your life? You're like, sorry that happened to you, but that doesn't mean that it's everyone else's issue for the rest of your life. Get over it.
I have a personal trainer. I go to the gym 5 times a week. I can bench and lift and do all the fun things up to 200, 220 pounds.
Just curious, when did you start? Like when did you
I've been working out my whole life. And sometimes I do it to lose weight. Sometimes I do it just to be strong. I have 6 godchildren, and they don't care how I look. They just care if I can keep up with them. They quite love my stomach. They think it's fun. They think it's the cutest thing. My little goddaughter looks in the mirror and goes like, I love my tummy. And she doesn't need to be big, but the acceptance of her tummy at whatever size it is, great. It's great to see. But the thing is, the big problem here, and with the question in hand here, is you just see someone who's fat and you look at them and you just immediately assume they don't work out, when in reality, I could probably run past these 3 ladies on a track right now. I can bench more weight than them. I can lift more weight than them. You would say I'm probably healthier than them. I have a meal prep, an assistant, a train, like I have all the things that a thin person has, and just because I'm not thin appearing means it's less valuable or it's not healthy. And in reality, it's completely healthy. I'm more healthy than the average thin person.
That man that you go have, when you sneak off with that man, he ain't calling you back. He know what it is. He know you married. He know you just doing your getaway good time. He gonna take you through there and be gone. Call you, chase you down, think you gonna leave your husband for me. I don't want you to leave that nigga for me, bitch. I don't want that headache. I don't want to take care of you. Let that nigga take care of you. I'm already getting the pleasures for nothing. See how a man think? I'm already getting the wife pussy, and I don't even got to be the husband. Why would I want you to marry? Why would I want you to leave your husband? Why would I want you to leave your husband? I'm already getting everything I need without. Let your husband take care of you and y'all kids, and you keep coming over here once a month and give me that cat. I'm gonna be okay with that. The man be okay with that. That woman, after your man go over there 1, 2, maybe 3 times, she start getting delusional, thinking that's going to be her man. So now she calling his phone in the middle of the night. She stalking his house. She done found out where you work. She started liking pictures on your Instagram because she trying to do extra shit to break up the home, thinking that once it get broke bad with y'all, he going to come over there with her. That's what the woman started thinking. That man that woman cheat with, he just going to keep smashing her anytime she call. And gonna go about his life. It hit different. That's why men most times get caught. It don't be the man, it be the woman. It be the woman. She come lurking. She come calling at the wrong hours. She know it's 3 o'clock in the motherfucking morning. You at home with your wife. Why are you calling my phone? You trying to be messy. You're trying to be messy. Why are you calling my phone at 3 in the morning? That man ain't about to be calling your phone at 3 in the morning that you had in the Bahamas. He ain't calling you no more. You gonna have to find him to get that meat again. He not gonna never dial your phone. That lady, she gonna get the caller instantly. She gonna get the caller instantly. She gonna call and hang up. Bitch, she gonna call blocked. No.
Well, it's all about them. It's all about them. All the attention got to be on me. I need more of your attention, even if I really don't want you like that. I need more and more of your attention. I need you to give me more and more of that validation, right? That's just how modern women think.
How do you all feel when you dealing with a woman, you go out on a date, and then afterwards, you hit home run, y'all go home, and you wake up the next morning, and it's like makeup is off, hair is in a bonnet, lashes is off, everything. Like
I gotta
be back to the natural woman. Like I was vibing all outing all night. Like I said, there's no makeup, there's none of that stuff. There's no eyelashes, there's no makeup, there's no lace front.
I'm encouraging natural beauty. This is why I encourage women to be who they are. Because if you pretend to be somebody and then we wake up the next day and you're not that somebody, then where you think that's going? Present who you are and get who likes you for you. Then you pretending to be somebody else, or you enhancing yourself because that's what they like to.
But then they only gonna see you for your body. Just like you would see a man that's flaunting money and jewelry and he got the Louis and all that. You gonna see him only as money. Like,
how mad y'all be when a man show up in the Ferrari, he show up with the bling on, you know what I'm saying, and then y'all find out he only got $20 in his account.
Watch out, bro. Fuck this shit. The man pays the first date. You got an issue paying the second one?
On me, or we want to get
so
to know
you
each
don't
other.
want to get to know me neither? Why did you agree to the date?
But that doesn't mean that I'm going to pay for a second date. Are you dumb?
Are you dumb? Like what is wrong with y'all?
Are y'all dumb?
Are you dumb?
No. When the last time you been in a relationship?
You said.
When the last time you been in a relationship?
That don't fucking matter.
It does.
I do know the fuck I'm talking about.
We know.
We know. What's wrong with it?
It's just a simple fact that that's not something that you should do as a woman.
Who said that? Who said that?
Man, why do you want somebody to pay for the
That's not that.
I'm gonna pay for my niggas
she did
date.
say that.
Absolutely. As a nigga that I'm just dating and we ain't even established it yet, fuck no. I'm not
So what's the difference?
Exactly.
We pay for everything.
With y'all paying
If y'all ain't got it, just say
y'all both just say that. That's all I'm saying.
You're just not supposed to pay for dates as a woman because you're being
Oh my
courted.
God.
Do you not know nothing about courtship?
It's coming from like back in the day and shit like
Y'all don't want to do nothing back in the day until it's shit like this.
Exactly.
Okay, but wait a minute.
Because y'all don't do nothing old fashioned until it comes to
Always
money.
talking about back in the
That's
day.
it.
Shut the fuck up.
We know you out here selling dick.
I mean,
you just said it, and it ain't about that, so we know, baby.
Now you're a prostitute. That's about you because somebody likes me and pick up the phone.
The women we're talking about is not the bitches y'all used to. You know what I'm saying? Y'all, what y'all talking about is like them dirty ass.
Oh, hell no. That's not what I'm talking about. Why they gotta be dirty? Hell no. Fuck no. Why they gotta be dirty?
Fuck no. Fuck no.
Why they gotta be dirty?
Hey, on that note,
So because they choose to pay for a second date, they dirty?
Every time this shit happened, y'all try to spit some shit because y'all couldn't answer no fucking question. You just danced around the motherfucking question.
No, she didn't. No, she didn't.
You just danced around the question.
No, she didn't. No, she didn't.
The conversation dumb.
I'm
Because y'all don't got no fucking answer.
Because
And now all bitches dirty.
I get you.
Y'all ain't doing something.
Now, and the fact that he's getting so mad, bitch, if you dirty, you dirty. The fuck?
Fuck is fucking.
You know damn well ain't nothing over here dirty. Ain't nothing over here dirty.
Talking about, yeah.
And nigga, you want to go there? You want to go there?
Hottest podcast in the motherfucking city, nigga.
Don't let this woman get you mad, man. They just cutting up. That's literally all it is. They just cutting up, man. They just talking stupid. That's it. I know it gets frustrating because, you know, a lot of modern women play around. They don't really take a man's feelings seriously. But, you know, don't let her make you get like this, dog.
A lot of women, they don't realize that they are the issue. And so we have a problem taking accountability. We have a problem shutting up. We are extremely argumentative. And a lot of times we are the walking red flag.
Can I ask that question if you don't mind?
Sure.
Like, why do black women refuse to shut the fuck up?
Ooh, that's a heavy loaded question.
Why?
Look, they can't tell us the answer.
I want to know. Why?
I'm going to tell you
Can't
why.
shut up the answer.
It just goes back to what she said. A lot of it is lineage. So a lot of women, we saw our mothers and we saw our grandmothers being, wait, let me cook, because it's not all of us. Some of us do know how to be quiet. But
they're the married ones.
But a lot of times we watch our mamas and we watch our grandmothers and great grandmothers not shut up, right? It's a generational curse. I'm gonna be honest with you, because we was raised in households where the women had to handle shit. Okay, we had to pay the bills. We had to be independent. We had to run households, and we had to raise kids alone. So yeah, a lot of times we not gonna shut the fuck up because this my shit, and I've been doing this shit. However, it's not. Listen, however, it's not right. And what I had to learn is learning to be quiet is a skill. Okay, especially when you don't come from that example, you have to learn how to be quiet. You have to learn how to submit, and you have to learn how to not be argumentative. And a lot of women don't take the time to learn that skill.
Man, this is the Nothing But the Truth live podcast.
You tell a woman walk out the bathroom and she got some toilet paper on her shoe, and you say, hey, excuse me, miss, you got some toilet paper on your shoe. What these women do nowadays is they'll look at you and say, oh, you asshole, I have toilet paper on my shoe. I have toilet paper on my shoe. It's like, you do. Well, it's not what you say. It's how you said it. You could have put me to the side. You didn't have to say it in front of everybody. All right, well, guess what? Next time I won't say nothing. You can walk around because everybody else saw it. I'm the only one who told you. You see what that attitude gets women? It gets them not getting the proper feedback. And without the proper feedback, you'll never grow. That's why I don't like weak women. I can't stand a crybaby, sensitive ass broad. Every crybaby, sensitive ass broad I had, still a loser to this day. I ain't gonna sugarcoat. I was gonna say something nicer, but no, I can't. Every single overly sensitive woman that I've had in my life, they are all fucked off today. And I saw it. No matter how good they look, I can see you were never able to grow. Better they look, the worse it was. Nobody ever told you about yourself. You stayed in ignorance. You never changed these things that everybody could see about you that were wrong. You didn't let me tell you. And when I stopped dealing with you, you never heard nobody tell you about these things again. And they're still trying to figure stuff out, and their life just don't go right. But it's like nobody's going to tell you. Now you grown. Now you're not as attractive because you're not as young. Nobody's ever going to tell you. Now you'll probably live and die now in your life. The quality of your life is never going to be great because you didn't want to listen to somebody critiquing you. Broad ain't never going to grow because can't nobody tell her about herself. She's too sensitive. You say one thing about her, it's not what you say, it's how you say it. Well, then miss the game then and stay slow.
For the sermon with no choir, for the ministry that woke men up without ever holding the Bible.
I'm standing on the side when I seen you. So I'm hollering out to you. I'm trying to get you hey, you got something on your shoe. Just try to help you. Oh, thank you so much. Girl, I was about to go out there and embarrass myself. Right, until I told you. But for some reason you have an attitude. You just want somebody to be mad at.
As a female, honestly, I could see why dudes be hating us or getting mad. I went on a date last night. He was very nice, you know, picked me up, took me to dinner, and, you know, I made sure we had the best time of our life. I was nice. Like, he would have never been able to think that in my head, I'm just thinking about how this man is never seeing me again.
So I always find it funny when I hear Black single moms talk about how there's no real men out here and where's the leaders at, and they're tired of these feminine men and they're tired of these simps and so on and so on. But I just laugh to myself because you should be grateful for simps. You should be grateful for feminine men. You should be grateful for men who were raised by mothers and have empathy for single moms. Because guess what? Those are the only men that are marrying you. See, the issue is women in general, but Black women, since I'm specifically talking about the Black community, Black women make poor decisions and they have kids out of wedlock. Because again, we're not going to act like Black women don't have the highest percentage of children outside of wedlock. And you make these poor decisions with a man that you know you don't respect, with a man that you know you don't want to be with long term, right? And then you come out in the dating market and then you want a high value man. You want a man that's masculine. You want a man that's going to lead, right? But here's the thing. Men who really got their stuff together, men who are masculine, men who are high value are not being with single moms. You guys are recreational fun. And see, women get mad at me because I tell the truth. You should be grateful for the simp and all these men that you talk about because that's probably who you're going to marry. Because they're the ones that actually have empathy for you. High value men who have options, who are making 6 figures and more. High value men who are leaders. And let's just say it's an average man, right? But he's actually doing very well for himself. Maybe he's not at the 6-figure range just yet, but let's just say he's working towards it. He's out here hustling. He's out here making sure that he does what he needs to do so that he can fulfill his vision and purpose and goals. He doesn't want you either. He doesn't want you either. So I say all this to say, if you want a masculine man that's going to lead you, then stop having kids outside of marriage. You cannot have kids outside of marriage and then think that you're going to say, eeny, meeny, miny, mo, I want this man. That's not how that works. So instead of talking about these men that you're probably going to marry, you better start appreciating them, because if they weren't in the dating market, guess who wouldn't be getting married? You guys. The single moms, you guys would not be getting married. So I would start closing my mouth and start opening my eyes to what's really going on here.
My ex cheated on me.
I'll beat that bitch's ass.
Thank you. What?
Thank
you, boo.
What the?
Thank
Cheated
you.
on my king?
Thank
Is she
you.
crazy?
Thank you. She was
Like,
wildin' too.
Wildin'.
Yeah.
Was he better than you?
Let's see. He was a popular rapper.
Oh.
From Detroit. I talked about this on the other podcast. So get our king his flowers. Get king his flowers. Oh, it was hot. Yeah.
So how did that make you feel? Did that make you not want to ever cheat on a woman?
Yeah, because I was cheating and she cheated back. She cheated. But she went somebody high. I was like, oh, you
that always said.
You raggedy bitch.
I went low. You gonna go high, bitch?
Yeah, exactly. The I was playing this song in the car with you, bitch.
So you rapping along?
I was rapping along the whole time. With the man. And then how I caught her, how I knew it.
You ain't gotta unpack that shit, King.
Yeah, nah. I'm over it now.
Brought to you by the good people at Grand Corp.
Gran Coromina.
Gotta get that therapist in here, man.
Yeah, it's a lot going on. Please, man. I did not know.
That you was finna be in this deep ass
Yeah, y'all ain't,
I'm
yeah.
not gonna lie to you. I like to talk, like, I like,
This our pocket.
I love it. I love it.
we can go either way. We can talk about freaky fun shit. We can also have
I love it. Yeah,
thought-provoking
yeah,
things.
yeah.
I also, like, I'm at a point in my life where it's interesting to me to get different perspectives from my male companions. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
Especially when it's like, there's like an age gap or, no offense.
How old are you?
fellas. I'm 31.
Oh, okay, go on 30.
So,
Who offended? I don't give
I'm not saying y'all, but like, but I'm saying
me.
like, it's interesting to see how different people in different phases of their life, how they look at things. You know what I mean? I'm sure like when you were younger, you didn't probably look at cheating that like it was that bad because you did it. Now that you're older, I'm sure like we've had this conversation. You say all the time, like, I don't want to cheat on my next bitch because I see how detrimental it is to the relationship and it changes people. And I'm at the same
Can
way.
I put this out there because y'all know that I've been cheating, but when I was in a relationship, they didn't know I was cheating. I'm just on the pod, just letting it all out right now. So
you just airing out the business and
but don't
shit.
make it think like I've been cheating on all my girlfriends.
No,
like that.
and I don't look at you like that at all. And
So let's clarify a couple things.
This isn't for clarification.
I don't know if you can say this, but I was a good cheater.
And there's a difference. There is a difference. There's a that takes this into consideration. Will this be put on Front Street? If I had to deal with a cheater unknowingly, I would much rather him have a respectful way of cheating than just being a dirty ass trifling.
Right. Well, women, y'all talk now.
Nah, like if you into some, just be real good at it. Cause I'm the type of like I ain't doing no background work. I don't really have the time and the energy for that type.
Mhm.
But if you get caught up out there, whoever it was, I'm gonna make sure y'all spend the next Valentine's Day together.
Ooh.
I told her, let that big toe.
The court granted primary custody to my client, the father, because the mother took the children and moved 3.5 hours away and did not have an agreement with the father and did not seek a court order. And the judge was very clear. So what the court says is the court is distressed. The parties have joint legal and joint physical custody, and the mother did not place the best interest of the children first, and that her move would effectively eliminate Monday through Friday for the father. So the court found that the most important factor that affected the court's decision was that by not communicating with the father effectively before moving and not seeking intervention from the court when you have joint legal and joint physical custody, it showed the court that this mother did not value the father-children relationship, that the mother took steps to make it impossible for the father to continue his co-parenting relationship with the children.
So I went through the comment section, and for some reason, I assume they're moms, but they could just be women. They're upset with the verdict. Here's the thing that you need to understand. Mom and dad went to court. They already had a plan. If you already have a plan, there is a part of your plan that tells you what to do when it comes to relocation. There's a whole process. You got to petition the court, and I'll show you an example. So here's what you would need to do if you want to relocate, especially if we're talking about a situation where the parties already went to court. You got to be within 50 miles. If it's more than 50 miles, obviously the other party has to agree. So you can't just wake up one day knowing that you guys are co-parenting in, let's just say, Miami, and just say, oh, I want to move to Tampa with the kids that we share together. That's stupid. So you can't be upset that the verdict is that dad now has custody because mom broke the law. She broke the rules. I don't know why y'all feel like rules shouldn't apply to mothers. Like, that makes no sense to me.
A lot of modern women know that. They know what they're doing. They just don't care. And they continue to do whatever they wanted to do because they don't think that the justice system is going to come after them. They don't think that, well, in some instances, they're right. They don't. Right? They let them off and they be out here breaking the law, committing crimes, and they still get let off the hook.
No, not really, because I'm gonna say this, and it takes growth and maturity, because young-minded me would have been like, you supposed to crash out over me, right? No, but grown woman me, who has goals and aspirations and things to lose and just not there anymore. You feel me? I'm like, he's right. So when I reposted it, I said, I don't see anything wrong with what he said. When I say I realized what my following was full of as well. Yeah. Because when they came down on them comments, girl, Ain't no man about to talk to me like that. I said, he didn't say nothing wrong. What was so disrespectful? He think he running her.
But that's why they're single and that's why they won't have a man.
That's why they're single and they don't have a man. Period. No disrespect to you. That's why you're single and you do not have a man. Because you don't listen to men. That it could be as beautiful as all get out. Gorgeous. Look fantastic. But a man is not going to wife you if you're out here playing games. I don't know what's so hard to understand about that. Well, he should allow me, he's not. Well, he should like if he doesn't. Well, he should be on board if he won't be. He won't be. And he's not going to be. You can stop right there. Y'all be doing the most vile, disrespectful things. You be thinking up the dumbest things to do and expecting a man to hop on board. Yeah, I want my woman to do that. No, I'm not with that.
Supposedly, this is the cost of dating a baddie.
How much does it cost a month to date a baddie?
So if we do a weekly blowout, $120. If she goes to like an event once a week and gets glam, that's like $150. So that's like $300.
Yep.
Nails, toes, that's another like say $350, $400.
Okay, so we're at $270 plus $300, so we're at like $570.
$570, which like isn't crazy.
It's not bad. No, we're good right
No,
now.
hot girls like do like peptides, like care about the health. All of like the beauty outside comes with it. Normally like a lot of like baddies are holistic in some way. So like you have like the peptides, which is anywhere between like $180 to $900 a month. A lot of women are on birth control. So I don't know, like whatever that cost is. Then you need like hormone regulation stuff. So whether it's like ashwagandha, melatonin, or whatever it is, like supplements. Fun fact, a lot of hot girls are on a semaglutide. So I think that's like somewhere between like, again, like $250 and like $1,000. Oh, therapy. Depending where you go, it's like $300 to $500 a session.
We're going once a week?
Yeah, a little like once a week.
What? Okay.
For the weeks that she skips, she probably has like an astrologist, which is like $350.
An astrologist.
$500 a week. When we travel, you can't really take the subway everywhere, and also it's like dangerous.
So Ubers.
So Ubers. The experience of an Uber
XL.
or Black.
Ooh.
Get out of here.
All right.
Quarterly is where it gets like, you're like, oh, wow. Because you have like maintenance, like Botox, filler, injectables, hair. Every time you go to the hair salon, like $800 to $1,200 every quarter.
Okay.
Botox, anywhere between $1,000 and $1,500. If she
Get
gets
that
top
shit outta
tops,
here.
It's another like $2,500. If she does full face, it's another $2,500 or $3,000.
So what? You're looking at $100,000 a year?
Yeah.
Right around there?
Yeah, definitely.
$100,000 a year.
Yeah.
I don't understand what the criteria for being a baddie even is. She's not even all that bad to me. She looks stiff, 50% plastic, flammable. She said an astrologist, therapy once a week. How is that on me? Since when should a woman cost $100,000 and then considers herself a baddie? I seen finer shorties at a Chick-fil-A drive-thru, bagging at Publix. Are you kidding me? I seen finer chicks at Target, working the register at TJ Maxx. This is insane. There's no shorty that should cost $100,000 a year for upkeep. And then I'm responsible for that. You get nothing from this. Probably doesn't cook, clean, nothing. This is insane. This is what they want you to believe is a baddie. Hell no. There's no way. Ugh. This is gross.
There is a correlation, a link between men who like big women and men who lack financial stability. You're right, and there are studies that show this. I'll highlight this one, showing that when men are financially dissatisfied, they prefer heavier women. And when men are financially satisfied, they prefer thinner women. Study also shows that when men are hungry, they prefer heavier women. And when men are satiated, they prefer thinner women. Like literally when men are having a physiological and in-body response to a lack of resources like food, so they experience hunger because there's not enough food, they prefer heavier women in those scenarios. Okay, interestingly enough, these same differences didn't occur among women, which might explain part of the reason why many women have a hard time wrapping their mind around this issue, because their preferences don't fluctuate in the same way in these areas. I'm going to be highlighting a lot more of these research articles and data so that we can stop arguing with facts.
Have you ever dated a baddie before? Like, is that your type? Is like a baddie?
Have I dated or is it my type?
I just don't want to be your first baddie. So do you have experience? Why is she not a baddie?
Why do women like you get your bills paid and there's some women that work hard and can't find a man?
Like she a baddie, she's a baddie.
I feel like I'm a billionaire. Does that make me a billionaire?
One day you may be.
Okay, but I'm not a billionaire right now. The bank account don't read that, right? So if ain't nobody ever told her she a baddie, how she a baddie?
Somebody may have.
Who?
What's wrong?
Ray Charles.
She's pretty.
Stevie Wonder. Who? Who ever told her that? When if anybody ever came and said, "Ooh, you're a baddie"? Did Natalie Nunn put on baddies? Huh? No, needs nothing. Why do you get your bills paid and she don't get her bills paid?
What makes her not a baddie? Please tell me.
Do baddies have double chins?
Wow.
There's no way she just fucking said this.
When a nigga act like he can't choose between one or two things, sometimes you gotta give him the alternator. Like, sometimes make him pick. Like, either this or that. Give him the alternator. Stop letting him mislead you and carry on without an answer or a choice that needs to be made. Give him alternator.
So I'm a guy and I love cars, right? So for those of you who don't know what an alternator is, I'll show you. This is exactly what she wants you to give him. This is what she wants you to give him. I mean, if you have a car and your car not working right with the battery not charging, you're going to need a new alternator. So this is exactly what she wants you to have. Yes, if you try to dissect what she's saying and you have a logical brain, you will understand she's trying to say an ultimatum. But that's what happens when people try to get on here and try to sound smart. They just sound fucking stupid. But FYI, I don't recommend giving anybody an ultimatum. It just makes things kind of like controlling and you're trying to test their level of seeing if they give a fuck or not. And you know the answer you want. And if you get the opposite answer, you're going to feel like shit. So shorty, no, I don't need an alternator. A lot of people who have working cars don't need an alternator. I think you need to go back and delete that video if it's still up. But yeah, that's the little education lesson right there, what an alternator is, if you guys didn't know.
Ladies, be that man's piece. All the head, all the bouncing on the handstand will not get you anywhere. Let me tell you something. I remember my husband told me, he said, anybody could give me head. Anybody could have sex with me. And we were married. I was so offended. You know what he said he wanted? He was like, you crave all the love and all the sweet nothings and affection. I desire and I require honor and what was it? And respect. Honor and respect. And I'm like, but I do respect you. But the truth of the matter is I didn't, because I came from a bunch of women who sat around the table. Some of them dated married men. Some of them talked about other women and their spouses. And some people was just miserable. Those are the aunties and the folks that I grew up around. And so I grew up with this like mentality of, no. When I changed and I started to give him peace, be quiet, change my tone, he gives me the world. Be that man's peace. I'm telling you. Things is going to change in your marriage, your relationship, and you will get more bees with honey. Or is it more flies with honey than vinegar? Whatever way it is, baby, you'll get more of the good stuff, not the bad.
Women can do anything a man do. One of my misogynistic friends. Okay, yeah.
Men ever thought about telling you how they feel while it's happening?
There is nothing we would love more than to be able to do that. But have women ever realized how they respond to men when that happens? Let me show you a prime example.
What is the most painful thing anyone has ever said to you?
It was definitely what my ex said after we had our closure moment. She said that I was the person that got her out of her depression and got her outside. And then the moment that she realized she had to do that for me, she couldn't, and so she left me. I was in a very dark place. I had a lot of people dying at that time.
The moment this man opened up to her and explained to her how he was struggling because he was having deaths in his family, and how now the same way that he helped her get through her mess, he was in need of her to help him work through his. And she showed him why he should have never done that. For any of the ladies watching, you think this is a one-off? Go ahead and read the comments of this video. Any of the men who have experienced anything like this, please tell us about it. If your man is not opening up to you, it's because you have taught him it's not safe to. I know this is very hard for some ladies to comprehend, but maybe you should take some accountability in this one. Show some empathy for a man when he's struggling, instead of weaponizing it against him.
I believe I figured it out. You drifted too far. Girlies ain't watching HGTV and Food Network no more. And that's the problem. That's the problem. Walk with me. Like, the girls don't have anybody to look up to. I don't want to look up to an influencer that's shaking her butt on a yacht in Miami. Girl, can you or can you not properly make a bed? I've been watching HGTV and Martha Stewart for the past couple days. Complete game changer. I'm feeling very unstoppable. Very homemaker-like. Very I'm about to go invest in an apron. Because what? What's the last thing you put in your crock pot, girl? If you even have one. I'm 25 years old and I can bust a pot roast down like a 65-year-old Southern grandmama. Because I watch the Food Network. Y'all don't be...
What separates me as a misandrist from feminists is that my hot take is that you cannot cheat on men. It's not possible. Like, that doesn't exist. Cheating on men does not exist. Men cheat women out of joy and opportunity every single day of their lives, like it's their job. They are conditioned from birth, and they have been conditioned for generations, like centuries and centuries, millennia. So there's no such thing as cheating on men. Say you're in a hetero relationship with a male, you can do whatever you want. It's not called cheating. It's not called cheating. You are barely even leveling the playing field. You are just fine. I want you to feel zero guilt, because men aren't even capable of feeling guilt for like a shred of the shit that they do to us. So yeah, hot take it or leave it. Don't care. It's the truth.
Hey, so that's crazy and unhinged. I feel like I don't even have to explain why. Like, I'm well aware that this is your standard run-of-the-mill fatherless rage bait, but just for fun, let's do a little comparative analysis to see what happens when we hold up a mirror. You say that women can cheat on men, and it's fine, because men cause women emotional pain every day. Great. I would like to introduce another proposition. When a man completely takes a child away from their mother, it's not kidnapping, because every day in the United States alone, a mother commits infanticide. And obviously men can cheat on women too, because every single day women also commit assault and DV. And a man is totally allowed to take any possessions or sovereignty that a woman owns, because women are actually overrepresented in theft and shoplifting. Now, I don't actually believe any of that because I'm not a terrible person, but these are all things that would be intellectually consistent with your worldview, which is very embarrassing for you. You should be embarrassed.
Yeah, I'm not 100% sure what she's expecting. You wear that type of stuff and you're expecting a man not to look. I know you probably think it's cute, but at some point in time, we got to start to admit to ourselves why we're doing this stuff.
I feel like I gotta remind y'all women, we have a choice. You know, the woman back then fought for us to have a choice. So y'all getting mad that, oh, us group of women that don't want to fucking work. Oh, you should make something for yourself. You shouldn't depend on a man. Da, 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 da. Girl, how I see it as is I have someone going to work for me. Like, and then especially when he doesn't even want me to go to work because he doesn't want me around other people, other guys. Yes, I love that. You know, if you don't love that, that's you. You want to go work and deal with all that pain on your period and bullshit at work and deal with people all day. Have fun with that. But us women that don't want to fucking work, maybe you should leave us alone and let us enjoy our life of relax. Just keeping it real. Because on top of that, most of y'all is single sitting here saying all this bullshit of, oh, you should be independent. You shouldn't rely on a man. But then you're the same woman that be up here talking about some, who's going to take me out? Who's going to pay my bills? Who's going to pay for my hair and my nails? I thought you was independent. You didn't want to live the life that we want to live of not working and the man paying the bills, etc., etc. It's like, come on now, pick one. You want to be independent or you want to live the life of relax? Don't sit here and spew both and then try to keep us single to be with you and miserable. I'm sorry, that's not fucking happening. And you know, I have to say this because I always get a feeling of someone bringing up kids. Get with a partner who doesn't want fucking kids. Like, that's y'all always key take, but then I gotta have kids. No one's making you have fucking kids. Find you a man who doesn't want to have kids and wants to sit there and spend all his money on you. Like, what? Come on now. You're the one that's choosing him to be with him, blah, blah, blah.